Tonight, this is a look at the damage left behind after a fire destroyed several buildings at the Renaissance Festival. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rena Sargentopoulos.
And I'm Lauren Lemanchek. That fire comes just months before the festival is set to open for a new season. And tonight, the Renaissance Festival community is vowing to rebuild and come back even stronger. Sammy Selena is live in Shakopee right now. Sammy?
Hi folks, you can see that there's a pretty large block of damage behind me. Of course, this started last night, and if you keep looking past this damage, you see a brick wall there. That's actually a firewall that prevented this fire from being a lot worse. Now, the festival says that they are determined to open in August, but one vendor whose booth is now destroyed says she's facing an uncertain future.
Paper tickets over here!
That small town feel
It's our mini village.
certainly lives at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival for the 7 weeks it's open in the summer.
We have a blacksmith, tons of entertainers, many food booths.
So when something like this happens, when did you realize that there was something wrong here in Minnesota? People come together.
Well, someone called me at 8:30 and said, well, I hope it's a hoax, but maybe, it looks like maybe there's a fire at the fair and it's close to you.
Don Kinninger owns New Pterodactyl Leather. They were one of the vendors who lost their booth to a fire Thursday evening.
There was a loss of 6 buildings and probably 6 to 10 occupancies in there.
Mike Nelson is the Shakopee fire chief. He said it took crews about 14 minutes to get to the fairgrounds due to distance and muddy roads.
I won't deny we had some challenges. This is a little city of its own with not many of the advantages we have with named streets and everything.
Water also needed to be transported in since the grounds are not connected to municipal supply lines.
There is a block wall, the long end of the building, and that played a tremendous role in helping us stop the fire.
Nelson says they're investigating if lightning was a factor, but they're still looking into official cause. Fair staff says that they will rebuild and be open this summer, but they're waiting for the investigation to wrap up.
We're going to be looking for those dragon tracks.
But Dawn says her booth isn't insured for this.
If we were to rebuild that booth to modern code, it will be quite a bit more expensive.
People have been reaching out to her, and she has booths across the country.
The community is supportive.
What is clear is whatever dragons are in her way,
It's like living in a small town that moves around the country.
the town is behind her. Now, this isn't the first time that the Renaissance Festival has seen a fire. Back in 2011, there was a food booth that caught fire, and multiple attractions near that were impacted by that as well. Back to you.
All right, Sammy. Well, hopefully those businesses are able to get back on track. Thank you so much.